Well, hello everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this short video. What I'm going to show you over the next few minutes is our plans around the new S2 curriculum here at West Calder High School. And what I'm going to talk you through is try and explain some of the rationale for this proposal to move to a degree of some choice for young people in current S1 moving into S2, and try and explain some of the background to that as well. Let me start by showing you the actual curriculum itself, and that might help to better understand as to why we're proposing this change. This here in front of me just now is the S1 curriculum, and it's a 32 period week that we operate within the school, and you'll see under each of the lines, the columns here, in terms of the period allocation. So for example, if I start on the left hand side, you'll see we have 4 periods of English, 5 periods of maths, 4 PE, this is for the new S1 curriculum going forward, that obviously the current P7s will experience. And then as we go along, you'll see different subjects. We're introducing the health and food technology here, 1 period of music, 1 period of arts, and then we have CDT, business, computing, etc. That whole curriculum then makes up the curriculum that your child will experience during their time in school. However, what we experienced during lockdown, and one of the changes we made to the S1 curriculum, was that we began to bundle together some of these core subjects. And actually, because we didn't have the practical experience available to us during lockdown, although we tried our best with the home science and so on, we unfortunately could not replicate the practical experience that a child would normally experience when they're in the school building itself. So for example, in S1, your child did not experience the same degree of practical music, practical art and design, and practical CDT that they would have experienced had they been in the school building. And for that reason, we're actually looking at the S2 curriculum now to try and enhance and increase the practical experience for young people as they move into S2. However, there is a finite amount of time, and we have to try to look at using that time more effectively in order that so they can get the experience in S2, they can then make the same progress as they would have done before into S3 and then on into S4. So, what we're looking at doing is with the S2 curriculum is introducing a choice of practical subjects. Now, it's quite a broad choice, so please don't worry that your child is actually beginning to become too focused too soon. We've kept the choice as open-ended as possible so that young people can change at the end of S2 should they want to. So if I go from the left here again, so young people in S2, they're going to experience 4 periods of English and 5 periods of maths. They'll also have 4 periods of PE and then 1 period of drama. They'll have 3 periods of science, 3 periods of modern languages, and 4 periods of social subjects. On top of that, they'll also have 1 period of RME, 1 period of well-being, which is part of the PSE, and that makes up the core curriculum for an S2 child. So quite a lot in there, and we have enhanced the maths provision, for example, for our S2 young people. And that leaves us here with what's left. So we have music, art, health and food technology, design engineering, business, computing, and RMPS. And out of those subjects, we propose that we're going to ask young people to select 3 of these subjects that will make up their own bespoke S2 curriculum. So for example, a child might look at those choices and decide they want to do music, and they want to do design engineering, and they want to do computing. That child would then receive 2 periods of those subjects, whereas in normal S2 curriculum, they would only get 1 period of those subject areas. So we're trying to double the amount of time they spend in those areas so that they begin to get that broader experience, but also more practical experience, and really the bit that they really missed from those subjects in S1. We feel that it will give S2 children a real opportunity to develop the necessary skills so that they can actually be successful as they move into S3 and to S4 in the future also. We feel it's the best programme for them. It is quite ambitious in terms of how we structure our timetable, but we feel that we have the resource and the capacity to do it, and that's why we're providing this opportunity and offer. After consultation with the S1 members, parent members of the Parent Council, we got some good feedback there and things we took on board. For example, what if my child chooses not to do those areas into S3? Well, that's absolutely fine, because they can move subject if they want at the end of S2 as well with their new subject choices. And will that affect them in terms of their maths and numeracy? Well, you'll see here from the curriculum that actually by introducing this choice here, it doesn't actually impact on any other subject area within that particular timetable. Like I say, we feel it keeps options open for young people, but it lets them specialise in those areas to try and make sure that they have the skills necessary to take their learning forward as they progress into third year and fourth year. Thank you very much for your time. There will be a parent drop-in session this week, and I'll get email details out to you. And thank you very much again. Take care.